3 days before my 18th birthday, Francis died. 9 months later, I returned to Scotland. I asked Queen Elizabeth to name me as her heir. I agreed to the impossible terms she laid out, to marry her known lover and master of her horses, Robert Dudley. However, I was humiliated when Queen Elizabeth refused to honor her end of the bargain. That's when my cousin, Henry Stewart, entered my life. When I first met Henry, he was only 14, and I liked the cute, polite, intelligent boy right away. I gave him 1,000 crowns to help his family and promised to help with restoring his father's title and estate when I could.
On behalf of my parents, I wish to send our highest regards, and congratulations with your Majesty's union.
Thank you. Please tell my aunt and uncle that I'm very grateful for their generous gifts, and I'm very, very happy to see you.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I know you're happy to see me too, right?
You're so beautiful.
How sweet of you to say that. I would never think my 14-year-old cousin would be so handsome. I heard that you are very intelligent too. Is it true that you can speak 4 languages already?
Yes, I love to learn and I love music.
I do too. Now I know that we are close in blood and in interest. You are like the little brother I never had.
You are so kind.
You know, I have never met your parents. I really hope I can meet them soon. How come they send only you?
Your Majesty, please, help us. It's been really difficult living in England. Because of our Catholic beliefs, King Edward banished us from the court. Although things have been getting better for the last few years. We are in fear of losing our status if something were to happen to the crown. When my father married my mother, he lost all of his estate in Scotland.
I am so sorry to hear about that. I wish I could do more, but Scotland is ran by Regency, and I can't promise anything without discussing with them. However, I promise you, I will do my best.
My parents are willing to have me and my brother stay in France, serving Your Majesty in France.
I don't need to hold you hostage. We are a family. I will do what I can when I am in the position to do so. Trust me. And this is 1,000 gold crowns. Please accept this gift.
Thank you.
I kept my promise. Henry came to Scotland to help his father, but the tall, handsome young man grabbed my heart quickly. However, I had to put duty above all things, so I rejected his proposal and agreed to marry Robert Dudley for Scotland.
Henry, it's great to see you. Look how tall you've become.
It's wonderful to see you as well, Your Majesty. Thank you for restoring our estate and our name. I have not forgotten your kindness.
However, I was humiliated publicly when Robert Dudley refused to marry me. Then Henry got seriously ill.
You plan to leave for Glasgow.
Well, Lord Lennox heard about me under the weather, and he wants me to stay in Edinburgh until I get better.
Are you okay? Do you need me to call my doctor?
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
Your father's so lucky to have you. Your brother Charles and your mother too. I'm all by myself. I mean, sometimes I feel there are more enemies than friends.
Well, now you have us. And I know for a fact that my father and the Stewarts will be by your side, and my mother and the Douglases will also be in full support. And you have me, and I will protect you against any enemy.
You are sick. Let me go call my doctor.
I thought I was losing him.
No, I don't want to go. Mother, I don't want to die.
Dear God, please help Henry. He is so young. His family will be devastated. Please let him have the life he deserves. Please don't take him like you took Francis.
Are you an angel? Am I dead?
No. You're with me, you'll be fine.
Mother. Mother. I saw the Queen. She was the most beautiful woman ever seen. When I saw her eyes, I couldn't stop staring. I can't sleep. When I think about her, I feel like melting in the sun. Mother, I love her more than I've ever loved anyone. I want to be with her forever.
God, please don't take Lord Darnley away. You already took Francis, my mother, my dad. Please don't take Henry. Can't lose any more family.
Am I dead?
No, you will be fine.
I'm so cold.
Please don't think that way. Please, don't die. Dear God, help him. Please, God, help him.
God is kind for letting me die in Scotland, my home. God is kind for allowing me to see you again. You know, when I first saw you, I could hardly speak because I'd never met someone so beautiful. And you were so kind.
Please, God, please. You can't die. Please, God. I can't lose any more family.
When Henry recovered, I realized that I can't stand losing him, and I agreed to marry him. My brother, Lord of Moray, refused to lose his control over me and rebelled against us. Henry and I fought on front lines for our right to love each other, and we won. I was thrilled when I found out I was pregnant.
With child? She just got married, then she's with child? What is she, a cow? You know that's why my father married her mother. She had 2 boys in 2 years. And then she got married to that stupid kid. Now she's with child. That's too much.
It did not last long, as the Henry I loved disappeared soon after our marriage. He became rude and mean. He drank every day. He had affairs with women and frequented a prostitute.
Feel my heart. It's jumping like a deer.
Your Majesty, we must not.
But how can I find you a husband when I want you all to myself?
Majesty, please.
I will let you go if your wish is to hurt me. But will you give me one farewell kiss? Because I don't know if I can be with you or see you again when you say no to me like that.
I want to see you again, Your Majesty, but I can't.
Just one kiss. Just one. So that I can dream about you every night.
Then my father-in-law, Lord of Lennox, urged Henry to go for crown matrimony. Lord of Lennox turned Henry against me, and my life was miserable.
You need to do something to get the crown matrimony. She will have the baby in 3 months. Do you know how many women die having children? If you don't get the crown matrimony now, it can be too late, and you will be nothing.
Well, what can I do? I mean, can we go back to England?
Are you kidding? Your mother is still in the Tower of London because you married that terrible wife of yours. Do you want to get your head chopped off? Then go right ahead.
Look, I think it's the fault of that ugly Rizzio. God, I want to kill that little spy and treasonous little troll.
Look, it is our life on the block. Your mother and brother are held in England so you could be king. Now you are the king. But the only way to protect your family and yourself is to get the crown matrimony.
So you think I should ask the Lord to help me with getting rid of Rizzio?
All I'm saying is do whatever you have to do to protect yourself and our family.
When I was 7 months pregnant, Henry came with many Protestant lords. They killed my secretary Rizzio and tried to assassinate me.
Henry, I didn't expect to see you here. What are you doing? What are you doing?
No! Please! Your Majesty, help!
How can you do this?
You Italian bastard!
Your Majesty, Rizzio is dead.
No, no, no. Do not harm the Queen.
If the gun aimed at me did not misfire, my baby and I would have died. That night, Henry came to me asking for my forgiveness. He told me he never wished to harm me. He asked for my forgiveness and promised to help me escape. Against all odds, we escaped.
I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to kill Rizzio. I didn't mean to do you any harm.
Are you crazy? I'm your wife and this is your child. Once they kill me, they'll kill you.
I'm so sorry. I was just angry. I thought that they could help me get the crown matrimony.
You to try to kill me by getting the crown. Douglas shot at me. If it was not God's will, me and the baby would have died. Then they would punish you and take you to court for killing us.
Look, I had no idea that they would do that. I just didn't know.
Now, they will try and kill me and blame you. How could you do this?
Look, I was wrong. Please just give me another chance.
We must escape tonight before it's too late. Otherwise, Lord or Murray will come back. We must leave before then.
I'll ask them to let us go.
No, they will not listen. They're just using you. You must tell them that I'm not well and had a miscarriage. Tell them that I need a doctor and nurse. Tell them that if the Queen is killed like this, then a lot of people will be in trouble. You tell them that I can't move and I'm weak. You tell them that they need to move the guards so that when the doctors come, they cannot see that I need help. And you must tell them I will pardon everybody if they let me see a doctor.
I will.
And with the help of Lord of Bothwell, we defeated the Lords. However, the Lords fled to England and showed the orders signed by Henry to kill Rizzio. I realized the man I loved is a murderer and a liar. I realized that I had to pay the price for my foolishness. I should marry for my country, not for my love. But it was all too late.
My lord, what should I do? The Queen said she will never forgive me, and she will never share the bed with me again.
It is a wife's duty to share the bed with her husband. If she refuses to, she broke God's law.
So what should I do?
We should get foreign support. You are the King of Scotland. Didn't the Queen say you needed to be familiar with domestic and foreign affairs before she can ask counsel for your crown matrimony? Contact the Pope, the King of Spain and France. Tell them that you are the true Catholic King of Scotland. Tell them Mary failed to protect the Catholic beliefs. Tell them you are the one they need to support.
Then I found out if I got a divorce, my son, Prince James, would be illegitimate. I couldn't do that. So I told the lords that I will stay married to him till death do us part. Some lords took that as an order for them to kill my husband, while others thought it would be a perfect way to destroy us both. He left without telling me, but he got sick before he could reach his father at Glasgow.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with your face? You look like you're having a fever. Go get a doctor!
Henry sent me a letter asking for my forgiveness when he realized that he would be dying.
You asked what I meant by the cruelty contained in my letters. It is of you only that will not accept my offers and repentance. I confess that to which I have failed, but not in that which I have ever denied. And such like greater faults have been made to you sundry times, to which you have forgiven. I am young. You will say that you have forgiven me oft times, and that yet I return to my faults. May not a man of my age, for lack of counsel, fall twice or thrice, in lack of his promise, and at last repent himself, and be chastised by his experience.
I went to see him. He agreed to come back with me if I promised to be with him when he is well again. I agreed. Although he was at the brink of dying, and no longer the handsome young man I met the year before, the Henry I fell in love with came back slowly.
Are you feeling better?
What do you care? You haven't come to see me for 2 weeks. You went to see Bothwell 6 days after he was injured.
I came as soon as I could. If you're feeling better, I will go now.
Don't leave.
I have to go back, but I can take you.
If you agree to live with me as husband and wife, I'll go with you.
But you are not well.
I'll get better.
Okay.
I was so happy as I would soon have my husband back, and our son would have a father he could look up to. But Henry was murdered when he wasn't even 20.
Why are you doing this to me? I'm your kingsman!
Kingsman? You don't remember that we were your cousins when you destroyed my sister?
I wish I were the one who died, but I knew I needed to be strong for our son. I was sick for days, but rode to see Prince James when I felt better. I never could have expected that my most trusted general, Lord Bothwell, took me by force on my way back with his 500 soldiers. Bothwell asked me to marry him. I would not. So he raped me.
Do you want to be with me till the sun stops shining? Do you want to be with me till our earth fails to spin? Just give me a chance. Can you grant me a wish? Will you stay by my side? Will you be my bride?